and it feels pretty good. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another beautiful night. As you guys can tell, to working on another car. So what we have here is we have a Mazda that we're working on. It's my sister-in-law's little sister. She kind of got in a little wreck, but she ruined the bump. She ruined the hood, and she broke her grill. So now we got to fix the hood and replace the grill. So, well, I wouldn't say fix. We actually replaced it just because it's not fixable. There's too much damage that I just told him it's better to replace it. So we have this used hood. As you can see, I already started sanding it down. I've already been here for like an hour and a half just doing sanding on it. So it doesn't take that long to sand it. I'm only sanding it with 80 grit. So after 80 grit, then I'll go 180. And I got one dent right here that I had to fix as well. After 180, I'll go 220. And then this will be ready for primer. So we're moving right along with this one. So it should only take me probably like 4 days to fix it. But I won't get the car until like Thursday morning or Thursday night. So I have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to work on it. So like I said, it's just a black. So what I'll do is I'll jam the hinges and jam the hood. So that way when the car gets in here, I can go ahead and align it, get it put on, blend the fenders as well. So that way the color will match kind of decent. So like I said, this is 2002, so it's a 18-year-old paint job. So yeah, there's going to be some imperfection to the fenders as well, but we still trying to want to match the color as best as we can. I know it's going to be hard because the color's so old, but we still have to do our very best. So I finally got my stand, so I'll probably just put you up and take you to the rest of the sanding. I don't know if I'll get this done tonight. I'm going to try. Like I said, there's only one dent, so it's not that bad. We're just going to go ahead and put some filler over it, and we should be good. So, like I said, get the sanding done, and then we'll probably prime it either tomorrow or Wednesday night. But yeah, we are moving right along with this. So let me go ahead and put you on the... let me set you down, and then you can watch me finish sanding. So yeah. Alright, just finished up. Like I said, that was my only dent. This is actually a pretty clean hood for it being a aftermarket, or not an aftermarket, a used one, I should say. But we're gonna go ahead and put some body filler on it. So you don't usually need that much. I think that's a little bit too much. But let me get my hardener over here. It's gonna be kind of hard doing it with one hand, but sacrifices you gotta make. All right, so like I said, when you do a golf ball size, which is looks like a little bit smaller than a golf ball, you usually do one drop. I like to add a little bit more hardener just so it hardens faster, in my opinion, but every body man's different, every shop is different. So let me see if I can put you guys down. So if it kind of shakes, I'm sorry, but like I say, we're gonna mix it up really good. You can kind of see it starting to turn blue. That's what you kind of want to look for. Just keep mixing it up until it's actually blue. You don't see any more gray or white in there. All you see is solid blue. So you can kind of see right there how it's turning blue, which is what we want to see. So yeah, that's actually looking pretty good. One thing you don't want to do is you don't want to swirl it in there like this. It won't mix right. So you want to spread it like how I'm spreading it. And everyone does it different. This is the way I do it. It's how I taught myself how to do it. So yeah. And then what you want to do, that dent right there, you kind of want to push it in there so you can kind of see how that dent's right there. Well, you filled in the inner side of the dent. Now there's the outer that goes around that edge. So you want to put extra. But you want to put pressure on it the first time so that way filler goes into that dent instead of just laying on top of it, if that makes any sense. And then you kind of want to go spread it a little bit out more. So like I said, it goes side to side, up and down until you feel like that's good. I'll probably add just a little bit more right here. So yeah, that's basically what it's going to look like. Like I said, our dent was probably only that big, but you know, it's better just to add it. That way when you go sanding down, it'll feather edge itself out. So yeah, little tip for you guys when you guys do body work. And then that is lacquer right there. And then I'm gonna try to set you guys down. So just take your lacquer, clean off your little spreader. These are plastic. These are, you can get these anywhere from O'Reilly's or at a paint department store. So they're pretty cheap, but the more you reuse it, the better for you. You can save money as well. So like I said, I got a whole freaking box full right there. But I like to usually save as much as I can. So that usually takes about 10-15 minutes to dry. We would probably be doing other stuff, but like I said, we're done. Maybe what I might do is I might just start sanding with 180, and then when that's dry enough, we'll sand that down and finish the rest off. So, like I said, I think I'll be about 2.5 hours on this hood, and then tomorrow I'll probably be another hour on priming, and then after the primer's dry, we'll probably be another 2 hours on sanding. So it actually takes quite a bit of time to get this hood looking good. So next time when you guys go to a body shop and they're charging you like a way bunch, just know it is a lot of work. I think most body shops in the United States, they charge about $60 an hour. Some states are a little bit different. They're still at 50 or 55, but I know in the state of Idaho is where I'm from, we charge about $60 an hour shop-wise. You know, sometimes you can find a guy who does this on the side like me. I usually charge about $25 an hour, which is way cheaper, but it's still kind of pricey. So like I say, I do most of these jobs on the side. It's just to put out content for you guys because you guys like to know about the industry. And if you guys are kind of curious of what goes into cars that are doing work like this, then that's what this channel is here for. So like I said, I'm probably going to put you in fast forward and we'll start sanding. All right, everyone. Just finished up sanding with 180. It actually came out pretty good. This is all dry, so I'm going to go ahead and sand that with 80 grit. And then once I get this all sanded down nice and smooth, I'm going to fill in my pinholes with, God, what do they call it? With my skim coat. And then after the skim coat, it should be ready for primer. So usually when you're priming bare metal like this, especially when you sand down the whole hood, you want to put edge primer down because that's what's going to make the primer stick to metal a lot better. If you don't put the edge primer down, over time your paint will start chipping and actually the metal will start rusting. The edge primer acts as basically a base for metal, so that way it doesn't rust through the primer. And like I said, it helps the primer stick. So it actually does a couple jobs. But like I said, let's go ahead and get that sanded. I'll put you back in fast forward and go from there. All right, everyone, just finished up my dent. Feels nice and smooth. As you can see how big our dent was. To most of you guys, you probably saw like maybe a quarter size or something like that. But when you compare it to the quarter size to the actual dent, that's how much pushed in it was in. So that's how much metal can bend just with one little ding. So just to think, if you have like a little small ding like that, you could actually have a dent that's actually triple the size. So just a quick tip. That's why I like to spread my body filler out basically to right there, a little square. So basically you can get the full coverage. Because if you just put body filler on that little small dent and you try to sand it down, then you're going to have to go over it again and then again. So usually if you do this process right, you can only do it twice, which is basically sand this down with 80 grit, go over with your skim coat, sand it down with 180, and then you should be done with actually fixing the dent. And I don't think there are any pinholes. There's a couple. I think there's one right there. So that's what the skim coat does as well, is helps hide those pinholes. So I'm going to go ahead, mix up some skim coat. If you guys are wondering what I'm using, that's basically what I'm using. It's pretty good stuff. Never have a problem with it. There's many different types of skim coats. I can't tell you which ones work best and which ones don't. I've always used that basically since I've been doing body work for about 4 years. I like it. I don't have a problem with it. There are other stuff that are actually better, but like I say, as you use better products, they're just more expensive. So I usually like to do body work on a budget, but like I said, these products are just as good as the expensive ones. I never have a problem with it. So let me go ahead, put you guys fast forward. I'll go ahead and knock out this skim coat, and then I'll show you the aftermath. Just finished up, put my skim coat down, and it feels pretty good. So probably tomorrow we'll go ahead and get that primed, and we get it primed in the morning, we'll probably stay late again tomorrow night and get it all sanded down. If not, we'll probably sand it during lunch Wednesday. As you guys can't tell, today's Monday. But I'm out of here. It's late. I want to go home, go see my wife, and just hang out with her for the rest of the night. So, thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Like I said, we're going to bust out this car as quick as we can. And see you in the next video.